It's me, or Jacques. Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know French names. It's Henning and Harry.
Hello.
The H's. Who is that guy on your freaking Mr. Gugu shirt?
I don't know. Who's that guy on yours?
I have no idea. They sent me that, and yours is rude. Look at that. It's a rude guy. My guy has a smoking problem.
I'll try and hide it a little bit.
Those Polish people from Mr. Gugu sent me those shirts, and I got to wear it because I actually don't. They don't pay me for that. Hey, Beetronics is paying me to talk about Beetronics, which is cool. They're not paying you. I don't know why you're here.
No, I have no idea. Why am I here?
I said, hey, can you come over and help me with videos? And you're like, sure.
Oh, yeah.
That was stupid. Why'd you do that?
I don't know. I should leave, shouldn't I?
Well, after this video.
Okay.
Okay, good. So we're here with the Buzzter. Buster?
Buster? Buzz?
Buster Keaton. I don't know. Everything with Beetronics is B-related. And those guys are nuts because the pedals are beautiful and so much passion goes into them about all the little details. The Buzzter is from the Royal series. I don't know what that means, but it is. And it's a 2-level setup boost thing. Mm-hmm. So probably more of a live application thing where you can access 2 different levels within a song and also boost a bit.
Yeah.
Leslie, throw it on the screen for us. Leslie's switching, by the way. How nice is that of her? Everything is obviously B themed, so what we would call gain is called honey. Pollen is the one level, nectar is the other. You switch between pollen and nectar with the left stompy switch, and look how pretty I mean, and this is actually like a relief. Everything here is etched into kind of a brass thing. If we look at the side, we can see the LED right there that turns it on and off. Everything on this pedal is done beautifully. Well, okay, the side isn't colored, that's just aluminum, but it just feels like people with serious passion for pedal porn have done this. On the insides, all the pedals actually have shaped PCBs, which are like, hives or bee people or whatever. It's crazy. So what we have is level 1, level 2, and a boost. So you pretty much have your level without the pedal off. Then you turn the pedal on. And then you have level 1, which could be a little bit less. And then you have your level 2, which could be considerably more. And both of them have access to whatever the honey is set to. Any questions?
No, Mr. Henning.
Good. The setup. We are right now going into the Revv Dynamis, which is being heard by you and us through the Universal Audio aux, which is on top of it, with a 412 cream back-loaded mic with 2 mics. But we're mixing in the MTP 440 from Lewitt, which is SM57-like, which is in front of that Sky King on the right, that green thing. All the amps you're going to hear are being pumped through that speaker in the Sky King, which is a V30 type kind of amp. It's a specific Tone King speaker. So you're hearing both of them together. And we're going to start with a pretty clean amp with show off the guitar you have there.
Ta-da!
What guitar is that, Ari?
FGN.
You don't know. It's
know.
the Expert Flame.
Oh.
The Expert series is always like the nicer series. Look at the fret ends and how they're rounded off. Isn't that ridiculous? And it's got a flame maple binding, a top that's to die for.
Side
Yeah.
off. That is beautiful.
That thing clocks in at 2200 including case. It's not too much for what you get there in terms of the quality.
Look at the flame moves there.
Yep.
Lovely.
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 You speak a weird language. I love it. If I had that accent, I'd get laid all the time. I would. Because you know that accent is probably the sexiest accent. Except for le French, très bien, Tour Eiffel. Porte-monnaie.
You're really fluent in French, aren't you?
I said so many eloquent things.
Nice.
What? So, well, here's the amp by itself. That's the Revv Dynamis. So it gives you access to 2 other levels. So it's a dual boost, or le boost in French. And with the honey, it's tough to say whether that's gain or not. It feels like you're just adding even more.
Yeah.
Let's pumping. Let's
pump it into another amp.
Well, the Diezel Paul is on clean right now, but let's see what we can do with it. So off.
Oh, that would help.
Let's go through the list here. We got the JCM 800. That's gonna potentially eat our heads. Let's see. Off. What I like is you have how.
Right.
And then also the other thing.
Right.
What I like is you could have the guitar be the middle level and have the pollen attenuated, which is what I'm doing right now. So you're giving it a little bit less of a boost. And then boost on the nectar. So let's try that. Off is the guitar. Going into an AC type amp, which is the Morgan right here, the AC20 by itself. Moving on, Friedman Dirty Shirley by itself. The orange Rockerverb. City Amelia without and with. An amp that definitely can be boosted really well is the Laney LA30BL because it's non-master volume. Awesome amp. It's that by itself. Smallbox is Plexi-ish. Here we go, Friedman Smallbox. Yeah, I already pushed that a bit. Play it. And into the Argos, which is a basement type JTM45, which is already pretty much blowing up, I would assume, right? The Argos actually already sounds very super compressed because we're pushing the power amp with that amp.
You can hear the bottom end.
It just went way past the headroom. And then the Tone King itself, which is very clean. Well, first of all, nicely played on the Tone King part there. The rest was crap, but the Tone King thing was really, really nice. And that was a great combination. So, on to our 2 cents. This is a difficult one.
Yeah.
Because it's a pedal that gives me 2 different levels and also a little bit of a boost. However, it sounded pretty great in all of them. The name is a little bit a giveaway. It's called the Buzzter, and it has that B-ish kind of thing. I'm not saying Metal Zone glass kind of B's, but it has a little bit of a bzzz happening.
Yeah.
It's not this overdrivey boost. It always pushes the amp a little bit into buzz territory. Not saying negative, but it's a little bit buzzy in all of the amps.
Yeah.
But we got pretty damn good sounds out of most of them.
My favourite was through the Tone King then.
Yeah, that was a really nice sound. And that's the Tone King on clean. I didn't know you could push that channel. It's got a beautiful drive channel. I didn't know you could push that channel to sound like that. So, what we were saying before we started shooting, that type of pedal, for me, and I'm a special kind of guy, special bus kind of special. If I wanted a different sound, I'm going to go to a different amp. There's 30 of them. I would go pick a different guitar. I would go pick a different amp, go to the aux, switch the speaker. I will dial in the tone that I need for the part I'm playing right now. However, how are you going to do that live? No. You can't. You have your board, you have your guitar that you're playing in the song, you have your amp that you're playing in the song. So live, you do want access to different setups in terms of how much you're pushing the amp. You can do that with your volume, but if you really need to change, bam, here's my solo, well, for me, bam, here's my solo means, well, let me set up for 5 minutes, go to a different amp, and then record that. Live, can't do that. So having that on the board for the live player, absolutely justified and warranted, and a good idea. For a boost, it is a little bit pricey.
Yeah.
But other boosts cost the same. I mean, look at the Friedman Buxton boost, which is amazing. Also in a similar price range. So, yeah, I mean, there's all, look at the Defcon by Walrus Audio. That's a 3-band EQ for $300. I mean, can we start bitching about prices for pedals? No, we can't. We really can't. I think it's ultra pedal porn. It's super well built. Make sure that you don't put that on the upper row on your pedal board because it's very high and you might not be able to close your lid. Because pedal board's usually slanted, that thing even higher. They are massive pedals. You just have to know that. I think it performs really well. You heard it in tons of amps. I wouldn't get it if I was a studio player.
No.
Because I'll just go to my amp and crank it,
Yeah.
frankly. Then again, I might not get my amp to do that buzzy thing, which was cool on some of them.
Yeah, that's very true.
You decide, what do I know? Links below? Yeah, we'll put links below. Also to Harry. Hey, Harry and a guitar, by the way, is on YouTube. You can watch that after you watch my video.
Well, that goes without
yeah,
saying.
well, duh. And what do we have at the end?
Animals.
Oh, let's do those, yeah.